Fancy, a husband of Bernice, was a godsend. And Bernice, please stand. I don't know what the shop would have done without him. He obtained some pretty fancy carpet for the back room that had been left over from a hotel installation. I think it was from a ballroom. If you've not seen the carpet in the back room, it's pretty fancy. And he had someone install it for us. He also had a beautiful lighted jewelry case, a large checkout calendar, and various fixtures and sorting tables for the back room and the sales floor made for us. I believe the shoe racks were also donated by Angelo. Now, some of you have heard the stories of the dumpster diving, and yes, they're really true. Though thankfully, maybe there was no one to take pictures. Elaine Sokowski would find out which stores were going out of business at Chesterfield Mall, and she, her husband Mitch, my husband Herschel, and I would literally go over and pull clothing fixtures and racks from the dumpsters to use at the shop. We were trying to be frugal and save money to use for our philanthropic programs. Thankfully, they've all been replaced. Thankfully, Glenda Scott was later able to get some fixtures and mannequins that Talbots were replacing. Now we really were upscale, and many of those fixtures are still being used on the floor. I don't believe any of those from the dumpster diving days are still around. We set up the shop with one side for clothing, one side for home decor, with children's books and men's in between. We were amazed at the incredibly fine quality of the beautiful items that members and friends donated for the shop, and our skilled display team made the shop look truly upscale. In addition to dumpster diving and doing our own cleaning and painting, we decided on several other cost-cutting measures in order to have a larger surplus to use for our philanthropic programs. We kept the register simple for volunteers who work one day a month. We gave all clothing we couldn't use to a company called Remains. I think we're using them again. They would pick them up and pay us a nominal amount. And yes, we reused shopping bags donated by members and shoppers. Initially, we began by individually pricing each clothing item, but very quickly decided that was not worth the time it took or all the price tags. With the exception of the boutique area and shoes and accessories, we went to unit pricing. This also made it much easier for the ladies doing the checkout. We tried to keep everything very upscale. We used to say, if it looks like Goodwill, take it to Goodwill. I constantly reminded everyone not to use the T word, the thrift. Closets and drawers that hadn't been cleaned out in ages were now being scoured for items to be taken to the shop. We also did some advertising, but soon found out that word of mouth, quality merchandise, and friendly customer service was our best means of letting everyone know about the shop. A contest was held to name the shop, and out of 80 entries, Judy Smith's idea was chosen. Our grand opening was held on Friday, July 9th, when Jean Jackson, a Channel 4 TV and radio personality, sporting a red leather dress from our shop, was our host. Guests were asked for a $5 donation collected at the door by my daughter Natalie, who is a frequent pal of Assistance League, and they were treated to hors d'oeuvres and wine served by my husband Herschel and other former St. Louis football Cardinals. The first year, our gross sales for $109,000. Over the years, we have upgraded the shop with new carpeting, though we still have the beautiful ballroom carpeting in the back room. New key strips and glass shelving and additional storage space in back rooms. The expansion in 2014 to an additional space adjacent to the shop and additional checkout counters and dressing rooms gave us almost double the showroom space and lots more work for our fabulous display team. We have received many wonderful donations of furniture and accessories from Flair Home Staging and home and holiday decor from several local gift shops. We have established a relationship with a jeweler, and our jewelry sales are fantastic. We recently sold a piece for about $500, I believe. Our boutique and ladies' clothing have remained very upscale, and we have annual fur and leather sales, which I think is going on right now, in addition to various themes throughout the year. In 2010, Assistance League members undertook a small fundraising event to raise money and promote fantastic finds. First called Tea for Two, and later Fashion Plates, it was held at CBC High School. Members created theme tables with their finest table settings, and members modeled clothing from fantastic finds. We also participated in the St. Charles garage sale to publicize the shop. We were featured on Show Me St. Louis. We are on Facebook with the ability to send out mass email announcements through Constant Contact. And we are an active member of the Creve Coeur Chamber of Commerce. Can't read my writing. I think it's 20, I'm not sure if it's 2021 or 2014, we began an annual customer appreciation day with monthly drawings for door prizes from the shop and expanded our shop to include the empty space next door. Floor space and new dressing rooms were also added. Last year, we received St. Louis Magazine's A-List Award for the best resale shop in the St. Louis area. And we still don't use the word thrift. Our most recent sales were $450,000 gross. Although we changed to a new 5-member leadership team structure a few years ago, we have been fortunate to have many hardworking, dedicated chairmen for the shop. And I think that even those members who originally doubted that we could support an upscale resale shop will now agree that this truly has been a fantastic find. I'd like to ask any of the former chairmen of the shop to stand. Unfortunately, it seems like a number of the former chairmen left town soon after. Any pricers? The poor pricers kind of feel forgotten in the back room. Pricers or display people?